President Trump seems to have the back of embattled Environmental Protection Agency Chief Scott Pruitt, at least for the time being. The president gave Pruitt a pep talk during a phone conversation yesterday, but sources tell us there are still concerns about recent negative headlines. In other words, that does not mean Pruitt will escape the growing scrutiny over some questionable expenses. Correspondent Doug McKelway looks at the situation tonight.
Scott Pruitt, sir? You support Scott Pruitt?
I hope he's going to be great.
A tepid endorsement in the future tense for President Trump's besieged EPA administrator, Scott Pruitt, as he faces several new accusations. Today, 2 Democratic congressmen wrote EPA's Inspector General, requesting an investigation into Pruitt's reported sweetheart deal on this Capitol Hill condo owned by energy lobbyists. Their letter says, quote, EPA approved the pipeline expansion plan of a Canadian energy company who employed Mr. Hart as a lobbyist. At the same time, Mr. Pruitt was leasing the condo at a below-market rate. An EPA ethics opinion written after the rental found Pruitt's $1,500 monthly rent was a reasonable rate. But questions remain whether Pruitt paid only for the nights he stayed in the condo in an apparent Airbnb-style arrangement. All this after Pruitt faced scrutiny for other alleged misdeeds, his pattern of first-class air travel, allegedly to enhance security. A private jet was rejected because of its $100,000 monthly cost. Published reports also found Pruitt's round-the-clock personal security detail required triple the staffing of previous administrators. And last September, the Washington Post found the EPA was spending nearly $25,000 to build a secure, soundproof booth in Pruitt's office. Now, even some Republicans are joining the Dump Pruitt chorus. Representative Carlos Curbelo tweeted that EPA administrator should resign or President Trump should dismiss him.
Right now, Pruitt is a marked man in Washington.
Pruitt's supporters, though, say the barrage of attacks is a testament to his effectiveness.
Scott Pruitt has been a lightning rod. He has been the incarnation of evil for environmental groups and climate activists. So they're doing everything they can to go after him.
That concludes our program.
Pruitt ignored shouted questions at a ceremony today, marking his latest affront to environmentalists, rolling back President Obama's plan to increase average fuel economy standards to 54.5 miles per gallon by the year 2025. Had the standards remained in effect, massive changes would have hit car manufacturing and the vehicles motorists buy.
It statutorily kills the American SUV as we know it.
A federal lawsuit will likely be needed to resolve the federal-state dispute. It could take years and leave automakers in limbo. What automobile manufacturers most want out of any new fuel economy standards is consistency and predictability so they can make long-term plans. Not an easy thing to do when Washington and state policymakers are this polarized. Brett?
Doug, thank you.